Hello, YouTube, and anyone that ends up watching this. This is my first video that I will be recording my voice, at least since I was a kid. And it is to start a new series. I'm sure many of you know of Kurt J. Mack. He is that guy that's walking to the far lands in beta and doing it for charity. Last time I checked, he was about 40% of the way there and has been walking for 8 years. The main reason it's taken him so long is because he seems to only be able to get 30 minutes to an hour every week or so into it. Another person known as Kilo Crazy Man recently was the first person ever to reach the beta Farlands legitimately, without using Nether travel and not using any major glitches or exploits. Although he did use like a boat exploit or something like that. I watched that, and that was pretty cool. Sorry. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm in the most recent version of Minecraft Java Edition, and I'm going to see how far I can walk. I don't really plan to get to the modern Borderlands, or the world boundary, as it's officially called. It's 30 million blocks away. Something like that, at my rate, would take about 4.5 years to reach. But it is definitely feasible. What I will be doing in this run is I'm going to walk eastwards, which is in the positive X direction. I cannot stray past 1000 positive or negative Z, which is north or south. I'm not going to use any exploits, glitches, or nether travel, and I'm probably not going to go to the nether, because I would risk dying instantly, which does not sound like fun. I'll use boats, of course, because why wouldn't I? And horses, I don't imagine using horses that much because they would be exposable, or disposable, sorry. So I would try to avoid, I probably won't end up using them very much, but they might help every once in a while. I'm gonna keep the F3 screen on. Some people don't like to keep it on, but if I want to show to the world how far I made it, and because it would be very easy for someone to just teleport to a location and then record something there and say that they just walked it. And even if they did do it legitimately, people might say that they did that. So I don't want that happening. So I'm just going to be recording from start to finish. So probably won't spend very much time walking while not recording and that kind of stuff. So when we start up this world, we're just going to name it you know, my mind is blanking right now. I need to make sure that I am spelling that right. Okay, yes. Alright, I just wanted to make sure. So, we're going to be in survival. The difficulty will stay at normal. Cheats. We're going to keep cheats off. Game rules are just going to be standard. World type will be default. Generate structures will be on. Bonus chest will be off. So just a completely normal world, and we're going to see how far that we can get into it. Okay, so we're going to create the new world, and really just focus on getting set up right now. So this episode might be a little bit more planned. I really won't have the ability to talk about anything I may want to, at least for the first part. But I'll try to upload semi-frequently. I'll probably create several videos a day and then parcel them out throughout the week. Because I am bad with, I have a tendency to be bad with schedules and whatnot. So, put that down. I'm gonna make some sticks. I hear a bunch of sheep, so we're gonna go ahead and make an axe. And the only reason I got the axe was because there's sheep right here. We should be able to kill them pretty easy. Yeah, we can one-hit kill them. We're going to want shears as soon as possible, because killing them over and over again gives you a lot less wool than if you were to just shear them. So that's a very small ravine, but there is a lot of stuff there which could be useful. So I guess we'll focus on that for now. Go ahead and jump across here. And that is interesting. This seems to be like a halfway cut ravine, which is very useful for me, because all the stuff I need is right here. I probably won't spend very much time mining. I will probably get most of my supplies from jungle temples, desert temples, and the various villages that you can find across the world. So I'm just going to mine a little bit more. I should have probably already made cobblestone, but that's okay. And we're going to put this down here, and then I'm just going to make some coal. A pickaxe. An axe. Go back to mining. Alright, I think we can get a little bit more coal, but we don't need a ton. Mostly just need them for torches. What's more important is all the iron right here. Just try not to fall into that lava. For anyone that may care, I've played Minecraft for about 8 years. I got it right when release 1.1 came out, I think, on Java. But a couple months before that, I did have the Pocket Edition, which back then was basically a port of Minecraft in dev. There's very little to do, but it was cute and fun. I enjoyed my time doing that. But we're just going to focus on getting iron. But I've played for a very long time. I've never been a very great player. The first time I ever beat the Ender Dragon legitimately was in April, and I recorded it and posted a video of that. I have done it like in cheats and other sort of stuff, but it's not. It was the first time I really did it legitimately. It felt good. I've enjoyed my single player world, although I haven't finished a lot of projects there. but I do play it occasionally, put time into it. But overall, Minecraft has always been the game I've come back to over and over again. I've never really been gone for longer than a year or two. Been on different accounts, stuff like that. But my current account is from 2015, so I've had it for a little while. It's about midday, so we're going to kill more sheep. I'm only going to really kill the white sheep, because since 1.12, I believe, you can't make beds with different colored wool. Which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Also, for our first bed, I'm going to go ahead and grab a poppy, or a rose, or whatever they're called. Prefer red beds. That's what I had the red beds for a very long time. So it'd be weird to not use the red beds. But it might be a good idea to set up some sort of cave shelter sort of thing. Which actually here might be a good place. We're just gonna. I just realized I didn't have F3 on. Okay, I saw a spider eye. So we need to watch out for spiders. But I might have enough iron to really get set up. Which is definitely a positive. I hear the spider. Oh, there he is. Oh, okay. He crawled under the wall. Which is nerve-wracking. Okay. So I have 32 iron, which is plenty. I realized I was walking in the wrong direction. I'm still walking in the wrong direction. We want to head this way. And probably by the Taika biome, I'll make my little hidey hole. Oh, whoops. Ooh, there's one of these new things. Is there any chest? There's a chest. Oh, flint. That is good. I don't think I need a fire charge. But we'll go ahead and... I am lacking wood. That's the thing I should grab real quick. So I need to hurry up and grab this wood real quick. I happened to pick a big tree, which is my fault. I guess it was a small big tree. So we want to go ahead and make... We can just do the Kurt J. Max style of building up and making a little area. Nothing fancy, but it does the job. So we just need here, and I want to make a furnace and cook that iron. Okay, so my next thing I need to do is make my bed. Yes, very important. Like that, and we'll make it red. The best colored bed. I don't have a problem with any of the other colors actually, but I do have nostalgia value for the red bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and make an iron pickaxe. It's becoming nighttime. Pretty low on food, but I found 3 pieces of flint, which is very nice. I can create flint and steel. And it seems like we might be stuck here for a little bit, which might slow down my second day progress, but it's okay. The start of these things is usually a little bit slow. But we're going to go ahead and cook the food, and it might be a good idea to go get some more food, I'm thinking. And we don't want to cook it because that would take far too long, so we are going to grab that and we'll make a sword, and we will make flint and steel. And for later we'll make a boat. So down here, and I'm sure many of you know how to do this trick. You basically just go to an animal, okay, caught myself on fire a little bit, but I am okay. This isn't exactly the most interesting thing, but it is necessary. I will probably use a lot of the techniques that speedrunners use, but well, it's not. I can take it pretty slow. It's not like I'd ever even get to the Borderlands. It's very far away. But we're just gathering food. There it goes. Alright. 12 food should be enough for a little while. I'm gonna avoid killing sheep, I guess. I don't like killing sheep. It's kinda mean, and their food isn't very good. But we do have 12 of each food, which is nice. So that'll keep us going for a couple thousand blocks, probably. And then we're gonna throw away some trash. We're gonna make some shears for wool. We're gonna keep that golden apple for later. We'll keep these beds. We're gonna keep the beds there because if we didn't and I die, I'd get sent back to the world spawn. Which, just in case, I will make backups, just in case. You never know when a world can corrupt or anything. That would be not fun. As unlikely as that is. But we're gonna go check out this. I did see a golden... I saw a golden block, which could be useful. I don't plan to do a whole lot of villager trading because I won't be staying around the villagers for too long. But I do hope that I can do a little bit of villager trading and get some nice stuff. But yeah. I have 12 wool, that's enough for a little while. That's almost done cooking. We'll go ahead and make that. We'll make a bucket. And is there anything else I need to make? There we can make some armor. Boots. It's 3. So then I have 3 left over, which I can make another bucket with. And then we'll just mine this. It's already half day. That's okay. We have more than enough wood and whatnot. Or wool. So that's eastward. And I already did stray off a little bit into the positive, or to the south. I don't want to do. Okay. Also, I know that my mic quality is going to be very bad. And I am sorry about that, but I don't really have anything better with. I kind of decided to just do this. And if I gain traction, then I'll get a better mic. And it'll probably happen soon anyways, because I need to make a new, or I need to buy a new headset pretty soon, which will, which will make the video quality a lot better. We came across our first ocean, which is useful for us, although boring for the video. But it does allow me to kind of talk about whatever. So I guess one of the main things I should talk about is the specs for my computer, or the specifications. You can see there, of course, I'm using a 16-core Ryzen 7 1800X, or 8-core, sorry. It's good, I guess. I am happy with the CPU. It does everything I need it to do. I don't really have anything more else to say about it. If you're looking for a good, just a good CPU, I guess I would go with that. I'm not a fan of Intel, but Intel is a lot better if you need to render things or use a lot of multimedia type stuff. But I'm sure all of y'all probably know that already. And then for my GPU, I also have an AMD, an RX 580. I'm very happy with it. It's much better than the GTX 600 or whatever that I had previously. I've had it for about a year now. I've had no issues with it. It's able to play most games on high to medium settings. On older games, you can play any game at about on ultra settings without having to worry. There's a village right there, which is useful to us. Which is nice. It's also a taiga, or it's a taiga village, which are my favorite. So we're gonna see if there's any. Lots of flint. That's very useful to me. That's a fletching table, okay. There's a bed here. Grabbing beds can be useful. Saves up on wool. Dang. There's iron right there. Okay. I don't really need any of that, actually. Not really good loot tables. I don't believe, yep, beds do not stack, which means I'm not going to carry more than one at once. I don't see the villagers anywhere. Interesting. I don't know where the villagers went. I see them nowhere. They're probably at the center of it, or whatever. Maybe up here. A lot of chests, though. Oh, here's a couple of them. In this large library. Okay. Alright, it's becoming nighttime. I guess I can sleep in one of these beds. Save up on space. There's no bed here. Dang. Here? No. Okay. We'll just place down this bed. Blue's not a bad color. Not at all. But red is better. So we're gonna make it red. And it can't. Dang. Alright. Well, we will not make it red. I'm gonna throw that away. And then I'll use the dye as a bit of a counter, because I am awful at time management. I'll probably do about six days a video, which is about 60 minutes. That seems fair to me. Travel this way. And we need to try to fix our Z coordinate, because I am very far. I'm very far to the south. Alright. Took a bit of a break there. There's a shipwreck there. One of the things I enjoy about 1.16 is they made shipwrecks and other stuff like that a lot more rare. I found it annoying how it seemed like there were 30 shipwrecks and in a lake. Got a little bit annoying. So it's nice that there's only 3 or 4, maybe 5 in an ocean. I don't see them as often. My old world has them everywhere. Or my survival world has them everywhere. In the ocean. I don't really need that food, actually. Okay, nothing good. But I've never seen... This is one of the most intact ships I've seen. Which is cool. But I do see the top area. Which up here. Let's see... Find. I guess some bottles of enchantment. Emeralds aren't too useful to me. I don't really want them. A little bit low on food. Let's keep eating. I'll probably edit my mic volume and the game volume occasionally, based on how the end result comes out. So I know it's not going to sound good. I talk way too quiet for something like this to turn out well. But I don't expect anyone to really watch it either. So, and that's okay. I actually ran out of talking points a little bit ago, and I still have 30 minutes left to walk. So I guess one of my talking points is those llamas. I dislike them. I don't understand the point of why they were added. I know you can add chests to them and like turn them into like a little convoy, but even in the early game, you can just get a donkey or something and put a chest on that. And even then, I've never used a donkey for that reason. So I guess I don't really understand why they need to exist. All they do is kind of spit at you. Maybe if they had an interesting drop, or if they spawn, if they were the only ones to spawn in the mountains, and they drop food, I guess that would be kind of interesting. But they have no real reason to exist besides being annoying. I also dislike the Wandering Trader. I don't care too much for him. It's kind of just 2 free leads. On Bedrock Edition, he spawns constantly, which gets very obnoxious very quickly. But you know, it's fine. I mentioned I'm gonna try to use some speedrunner techniques. One of them is bouncing under leaves to give you a speed boost. Kills your hunger, so watch out for that. And then it seems like I'm gonna need to get into the boat. We're gonna go off. I'm gonna head in this direction a little bit. I did see, saw for a split second, I saw one of those wrecked ships, but I'm not gonna go for it. The loot can be very good, but sometimes it's not. And the last couple times I've opened chest or one of those things, it's not super great. But regardless, it's okay. It's mostly food, and occasionally you can find emeralds, maybe diamonds, very rarely. So it's good. Yeah. So right now I still need to do a lot of testing and stuff. I haven't my mic, so I'm just gonna test my mic real quick and what happens when I mute it from here. Okay, that test is done. And then I guess I'll do another test right now. Clicking that. Okay. So that stuff is just for testing to make sure that audio doesn't get picked up while my mic is muted, or whenever I manually mute it, regardless. There's a ton of coal here, interestingly enough. Well, that's pretty normal. I'm gonna grab some stone. Again, coal isn't too important, but mostly for torches. I do kind of hope to get into a desert biome eventually. Desert biomes are probably the best for these kind of things. Although I guess not many other people have done something like this and just walking in a straight line for as long as possible. But whenever you're living as a nomad and you don't really spend much time mining, the only way you're gonna find diamonds in large amounts, at least, is by going through desert temples and sometimes jungle temples. This is actually my second world testing this. I originally tried it a few days ago. I wasn't recording my mic, and I was having issues with audio, so I just cut it. And one of the annoying things is that I immediately hit a jungle after about 100, 200 blocks. And then right after that jungle, some desert, and then a totally separate jungle. Which is interesting because jungles are usually tens of thousands of blocks in any direction, far, far away from you. It was interesting that it was right there on my first speedrun, or not speedrun attempt, but walk attempt. I think jungles are pretty and all, but they suck to travel through. Very dangerous as well. At least with the roofed forest, you can just walk on top of the leaves, but you can't do that in the jungle. I think it's getting nighttime soon, so we're gonna get into this plains biome and make another Kurt-J-Mac thing. I don't know what he calls it. Or I don't remember what he calls it. I mean, I'm sure he didn't invent it, but Kurt-J-Mac has always been a huge inspiration to me, just for pushing on, even whenever it seemed pointless to keep walking. So, I've always enjoyed his videos. I try to watch him occasionally, although I can't always be sure to remember to watch. What was I gonna make? I was gonna make a bed. So we're gonna make this bed, and we're gonna place down the dye, and then we're gonna go to sleep. I notice my mic picks up breathing a lot. I try to avoid that, but then I tend to forget. So I'm sorry about that. That'll probably show up a lot. And hopefully I'll get better at not breathing into my mic. Also, hopefully, getting a little bit louder. It probably sounds like I'm underwater, other type of stuff. But I am trying my best here. Okay. Bees are an interesting addition. It's not really something I'd ever expect to be in the Minecraft game, but they're Minecrafty enough. They fit well enough into it for me. But I prefer, or I mean, I liked 1.15 a lot more for all the bug fixes. I noticed that a lot of people in the community can be kind of impatient, and they were frustrated that 1.15 wasn't as big as 1.13 or 1.14. And a lot of people were wondering why that was the case. Video games are buggy, especially Minecraft, because of a lot of the coding was from 2009 from some indie developer who became a billionaire. But a lot of the coding in Java Edition is not necessarily optimized. There's a lot of bugs, and so I personally really enjoy updates where they just go through and fix as many bugs as they can. So I enjoyed 1.13. It also brought some Bedrock exclusives, like with the iron golems breaking whenever their health goes down. And I believe being able to heal them up with iron. I believe that is a new feature. So we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna toss some trash. And we're gonna keep on going. I've been interested in doing YouTube since I was a little kid. I remember back in 2012, 2013, watching all the Minecraft YouTubers so badly wanted to be one. And I think at this point, I think everyone has made their cringy Minecraft Let's Play on your iPhone, with your squeaky voice. It's not my proudest moment, but, you know, it's part of everyone's life. So. I hope in several years this doesn't seem as too cringy for me, but I probably will be. It will probably be very cringy to me later on. Is it okay to use cringy anymore? I know for a while it was a little bit overused, and people stopped. It's considered cringy to say cringy. But regardless, seems like we're entering a roofed forest, which is cool. I want to be on top of that because bad things spawn. Bad things spawn underneath the roofed forest. I don't hate roofed forests as much as some people do. Some people really don't like roofed forests, and I mean that's okay. I understand, but I don't have any problem with them. I did have a problem with them back in 1.7. Whenever they first came out, similar to jungles, Mojang was very proud of their roofed forest, and it seemed like every single world you spawned in right outside of one. I can't remember ever spawning inside of a roofed forest, because that would be a really crappy spawn, but actually similar to these, you tend to spawn to a plains biome, like this, and it'd be surrounded by roofed forest. It's interesting world generation. I don't see it as much anymore, but I guess I'm glad because it was not fun to spawn in one. Because as a low-level player, if you go into a roofed forest, and even me now, it is very likely you could get blown up by a creeper. Something unfun like that. So I need a head. I should probably grab a water bucket for my own safety. I don't want to take too much damage. Let's go ahead and grab some more wool. There we go. And it seems like we have another ocean. It'll be nighttime soon, so we have about two and a half more days of traveling for this episode. I don't have anything else to talk about, I guess. In the future, I need to write like 20 different topics to talk about. There's plenty. I hope everyone is doing fine during the coronavirus. I guess that is a topic of general interest. I'm a little bit sick of it, to be honest. I'd like for it to end, but it doesn't seem like it's going to end soon. Seems like next school year might even be cut a little bit, or it might be stopped a little bit early. I'm sure plenty of colleges will get shut down as well. Not shut down, but because it's very likely that it could hit even harder during the winter, which is a little bit scary to think about. I'm going to try to avoid politics. I am a very opinionated person, but that can lead to dangerous situations. So sometimes it's better to just shut up and play a video game instead of worrying about stuff like that. Struggling to get. There we go. There it is. Protection 3. Okay, good. Put those on now, and then I'm gonna check in here. This one, bunch of iron, which is useful, and then that's good. A bottle of enchanting. I remember when those were added. Those were kind of a cool feature. I used to be obsessed with them. They looked cool. And then nowadays I care a little bit less. But they're always nice to boost up your XP a little bit. So, throw that away. We're gonna make our next bed. And I guess we can sleep on here. Alright. So I think we're good to go. Go back to exploring. About 2 more days left. This video will probably be a little bit over an hour, and that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And I know that no one will actually watch this unless I randomly blow up for whatever reason. Oh, there's a jungle temple right there. We're going to try to avoid that. I don't want to get the mining fatigue. I've never actually conquered one. I've never gone down and killed the Elder Guardian. But it seems cool. Might be something I do eventually. I see another ship right there, but I'm not going to go down and get it. If the ship isn't above water, or like right below water, I'm not going to go for it. But, oceans are probably the best for these kind of things. The boat goes quite a bit faster than you walking, maybe sprinting. It's mostly just a straight line. You can get to places fast. I don't know what else to say. I don't have, again, I mentioned I don't have anything written down to say. So I'm kind of, I don't really know what to say. The last 20 minutes or so I have to talk. Spruce wood is the best wood for building. Jungle wood is my least favorite. Oak is always okay. Birch is pretty good for the right stuff. I haven't done anything with warped, with the warped and crimson wood, but they look cool, I suppose. And our acacia trees are always like good. I always enjoy them. It's a weird color. I guess it looks weird, but I have seen it used very well in the past, so I don't really have a problem with it if it can be used correctly. Never seen jungle wood really used well. I never really liked looking at it. It does look like we're coming across a desert, which is good for us. It's very flat, no trees in the way, and there is a jungle temple right there. So that is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and go there, head in that direction. Seems like it's in a... That's cool. It's like right in the... I see a village over there. And we're gonna jump down here. Light this area up. And then we're gonna head down here. Light this up. The gold can always be useful. 2 diamonds. Sorry if I don't sound crazy excited. I've seen plenty of diamonds in my life. I guess that's all I need. 5 string. Good. Only need 3 for a bow. And then let's go ahead and build up here. Okay. Alright, that was cool. I'll probably make a diamond sword. There is a village over there. I could check it out, but that is in the wrong direction that I'm going. So I'm gonna go ahead and ignore it for now. There's lava right there. It's always cool. A lot of lava, okay. 4 lava pits within like 300 blocks of one another. Interesting. Oh, there is another village right there. I noticed deserts seem to have the most villages. Deserts and taigas, I noticed, have a lot. Maybe it's just completely random, but it does seem to be that case for me. So. Food there, and then... Oh, there's that guy. I'm sorry to be mean, but... With the iron. I don't see anything particularly useful. This seems like a pretty bland one. Oh, there is a blacksmith right here. Go see. Iron sword. This would still nothing good. So we'll just keep on going. East. Alright. There's a desert well. So these are added back in 1.8 or beta 1.8 or release 1.0, I don't remember. They're interesting, kind of pointless, but they're cool. I miss the days whenever monster spawners could spawn right on top of the sand and you could see it and be like a square. And I don't think I think they changed it so that that can't happen anymore, which is unfortunate. Because I like that. But I guess it is kind of it makes it easier to find them. Okay. Up here. This is an interesting view from up here. It's gonna be nighttime soon. So I suppose we'll stop right here. And then I'm gonna need to get more wood. Oh yeah, and I'm an hour in, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm kind of ready for this to be over for today. In the coming weeks, I might be absent, because I might not have Wi-Fi, or might not have good Wi-Fi, at the very least. So I'm going to need to probably try to schedule some videos to come out during that period of time. You can do a lot of cool stuff with YouTube and its features, so I'll probably take advantage of that so that I can continue to somewhat often pump out these videos. If I ever do get big enough, I will monetize my videos, but not horribly monetize them. It'd be cool to make a little bit of money off this. I don't expect it to be a career though. Kind of have my own things planned. Yeah. We're at about 9,000 blocks, and it is midday, so we will definitely reach 10,000 blocks before the end of this video. Cool. There's a giant waterfall. There's some lights down there. Okay. So yeah, we've gotten lucky. This seed, a lot of oceans in my way, which is good for me because it makes it a lot easier. I guess it might make the video a lot more boring, but I doubt anyone would. I don't think anyone would be here and be watching this anyways. I doubt I'm sure only a few people maybe will ever fully watch this video. I'm not sure if I will ever fully watch this video actually, but I'll have to skip through it, check some stuff, make sure everything is fine. Okay, I want to go this way. No, we want to go this way. About a year back, someone mentioned that Depth Strider is now useless because of swimming. I can promise you that that is not the case. It is so nice to have Depth Strider and Respiration and Feather Falling, all those enchantments. They're very nice to have. So just running. Sheep right there. I'm still not worrying about food. I don't want to spend too much time worrying about food. Probably only gather it whenever I need it and then grab a bunch of it. Because whenever you keep walking, you never really have to worry about mobs not spawning. Because they will continue to spawn as long as you keep running. But we're at 10,000 blocks now. And it seems like we're heading into a winter biome. So that is interesting. Or not a winter biome, I guess, but a... Oh, he doesn't not... Oh, no. No, he's fine. A snowy biome, which I feel like these are super rare now. It definitely feels like there's an imbalance. I notice way fewer snowy biomes, or even cold biomes, than I see deserts and savannas, and stuff. Like obviously plains and forests are the most common, but it seems like with the world generation, it seems like it favors warmer environments than cool ones. And taigas are somewhat Like taigas right there are pretty common, but you know, foxes are probably my favorite new mob. They're just cute and they have cool AI. Personally, I've never messed around too much with it, but I've seen other people mess around with the AI. I think I've also heard something about an AI that's walking to the Borderlands. That sounds cool and all, although it's not a real person, so it could very easily get there within a couple months. I'm not sure. I just remember hearing about that a while ago. I guess it's more impressive if a person walks to it. Of course, if this does gain any traction and anyone sees it, someone who has way more time than me is probably gonna just put 12 hours a day into reaching the Borderlands and then getting there in a couple months. No offense to Kilo Crazy Man, the guy who literally did that, but you know, I have massive respect for anyone that gets to the Borderlands legitimately. I wouldn't really care, be disappointed. But in a way, it is kind of the final frontier. Actually, I do not want to be. I'm gonna go. I guess we'll end it off in a desert. We're in a whatever this thing is. A mountain hidey hole. Cannot speak. So we're gonna. This is about the end of my first video, I suppose. I don't expect anyone to care about it, but I am proud that I am doing this, so that's all I really care about. Let's make my bed. Alright, well, see you guys next time.